Gather round, got a story to tell. Gather round, I got a story to tell. First and foremost, I want to say what's up to everybody out there. Thank you for your support. Today's story is just an update about a story I did 2 months ago about a guy named Rashad Ruhani and Zeno. And I received a lot of flack from that story from them too when I actually spoke about the incident that they were involved in. And here's a little recap. So Lori ran the Queens Defenders law firm. She was the head of the law firm, and Rashad is someone that was hired to be a liaison in the law firm, and he worked his way, he humped his way to the top. He got with Lori, he married this was all in a matter of like 6 months, and that's all it took. It took 6 months to ruin the whole Queens Defender law firm. There was alleged there's allegations of sexual harassment. There was allegations of money being misplaced. Well, some of them allegations have been brought to light today because Lori is wanted right now by the FBI. And I'm not laughing, I'm not smiling, because I don't want anyone to go to jail. She's wanted right now. She's on the run. It's in the New York Times. They just posted this. And Rashad, he was coming back from the BET Awards. And when he was in JFK, Kennedy Airport in New York City, he was arrested. So it's big news in the justice, the legal world, because of Lori. Lori background, she was like the head of Queen Defenders. She had helped a lot of people out as far as, get home by representing them. And, Lori, there was rumors of her just abusing power. And this happened when she got with Ra, Ra, somebody that, was locked up, or whatever the case may be. Everybody thought that he got his act together. He was walking a straight path. Come to find out, he in my opinion, he corrupted Lori, messed her whole life up. Lori was taking a minimal salary at first, and then she started taking $400,000 a year from Queens Defenders law firm. And no legal aid get paid that much money, right? This is according to the papers. I don't care how much she was getting paid. I hope she was getting paid $1 million. But when you represent the people that's indigent, and they indigent and they don't have any money to get lawyers, you tend to like take a lower salary, right? Because you do it for the cause. And Lori was doing it for the cause, but when she got with Rod, she started taking $400,000 salaries and things like that. And that was a little suspicious, but she's worth it though. She put in a lot of work, but she was corrupted, man. And then the whole Queens Defenders law firm, it had a $32 million contract with New York City every year to represent people that's indigent, that's from Queens, right? They took the contract from the Queen Defenders law firm because of Lori and Ra. They said it was misappropriation with the money and things like that. So now Queens, the people that catch cases in Queens now, they have to go to Brooklyn. They get representation from Brooklyn Defenders. So Brooklyn Defenders took over Queen Defenders. But there's no Queens Defenders. It's just Brooklyn now. So that put a lot of strain on families that need these lawyers and need to get in contact with them, because now they have to travel all the way to Brooklyn if they're from Queens, and usually they don't have the money to get to one place to the other. So before it was easy. The law firm was on Queens Boulevard. I know because I've been there several times. I have a lot of good friends in there, and I went there as a person that was I was invited there to see how things were, and And my thing to Ra is, listen, I know I made fun of the brother last time. I don't want to see him go to jail. A few people that I know that is in contact with a lot of these lawyers. I don't want to say my man's name because I know he don't want to be affiliated with Ra. But he asked me, he has a good heart. He said, yo, you think I should get him a lawyer? And I told my man, like, look, let Ra do Ra. Don't even intervene or anything. I'm sure, because he was running around bragging that he got all this money and so hopefully he could utilize some of that money and get his own lawyer. I told my man, fall back. Don't get Rod no lawyer. No disrespect. His son is out there doing his thing. Shout out to his son. And maybe his son could help him, But Rod, a lot of people don't like to hire felons as it is, because they think we corrupted or whatever. And you just fed into the stereotype. You made us look bad, people that have been in prison. But all of us are not like that. Some of us are out here doing our thing. So I don't want people to highlight this one incident as a representation of all the people who've been in prison. Because Rob was an idiot, you know, he was a bozo. Even outside, like, you know, before he went to prison, you know, he was a crack addict, you know. And you know, sometimes yeah, he got off the drug, but the mentality is still there. Some people do, as they say in the hood, crack addict stuff, you know, and Rob, he's that, you know. So I just want to say, man, shout out to everybody, Queen Defenders. Let's pray for Ra, even though, you know, he's a fool. Let's pray for him, because at the end of the day, we don't want to see no brothers locked up in jail. And with that being said, this is another S1 exclusive prison stories, and just an update on Ra and Lori, Bonnie and Clyde. Peace.